All right, welcome back to another episode of Shayloss Questions. I have just finished my second marathon. I'm just coming back from doing my second marathon. I did the country music marathon in Nashville, Tennessee with Dave Ramsey. And I didn't beat my time. I was so disappointed. I was on pace. There was this pace group that had the 3 hour and 30 mile, or the 3 hour and 30 minute like pace marker. And I was following that guy the whole time up to like mile 20. And I hit mile 20 and it was just so hot. I had to stop. And those last 6 miles were like a run, jog, walk. So those last 6 miles killed me. So I finished the marathon in this is so frustrating, in 4 hours and 0.44 hundredths of a second. So that means I missed an under 4 hour marathon by less than half of a second. That's one little, this, and I would have had a 3:59. And trust me, it sounds way better to say 3 something when you say, what's your marathon time, instead of 4 hours and 0.44 seconds. So frustrating. But it's still a pretty good time, honestly. It's not that bad of a time for a marathon. So I don't know when my next marathon is. A lot of people have been asking me when the next one is, and a lot of you are disappointed I didn't come to Toronto. I would love to do one. I'd love to do the London Marathon. I'd love to come over to England and do a marathon. I know there's cool ones in Australia and New Zealand. I did register for the St. George Marathon in Utah in October. I might do that one if I it's like a draw, so if I get drawn for that, I will probably do the St. George Marathon, because that's a really cool marathon that's been going on for 35 years. It's kind of funny, I've kind of had like postpartum depression since I finished my marathon, because now that I don't have something that I'm working towards, I've kind of just been like, the other day, my mom was in town and I got back from my run and I sat down on the stairs and I sat there and I'm like, well, I'm in shape, now what? It's just like I need to set something else, like another goal. So I just wanted to answer some of your guys' questions, and I want you guys to get involved more. I want you guys to be leaving video responses. I'm gonna open up the video responses below so that you guys can leave video responses. I wanna see you, I wanna see your progress. I wanna start doing a segment on this show. We're gonna just keep doing this. I want you guys to show me your before and after pictures, because I know a lot of you have lost weight through Shayloss. So send them in. Let's see your before and after pictures, and next time we'll have like a little segment where it's like, look at Johnny's before and after, and then we can start to see your guys' success stories, and we can kind of start to create a weight loss community and help a lot of people, because that's kind of as I've done this, it feels very you want to share it with other people and encourage other people, because it's I see people who are doing and looking and feeling the way that I did, just, a year ago. And I just want to grab them and be like, come over here and try this. It feels so much better. And just trying to figure out a way to help people, get past, because it's difficult, man. It's really, really hard to get in shape and to start feeling good. But once you do, it's so amazing and you will never look back, I promise. So don't give up. I know a lot of people, I remember when I was, feeling that way, I was like, I know what I need to do and I know I need to do it. I'm just like, I don't want to. It's I'm not ready. So some of you might be that person that are sitting here, they're watching this video being like, shut up, you're so obnoxious. You know what I mean? And you don't want to hear about it, and it's the last thing you want to hear about. But just keep going with it. If you're watching this video, it must mean that you do care about something about your weight loss. So just don't give up on yourself. So let's take some questions. Nick Latham asks, I feel like working out is a chore at the moment. Don't know how to snap out of it. Any tips? I used to love it. So, confused face. Yeah, Nick, it is tough. I've kind of gotten that same way too, where I'm kind of sick of doing all this same crap. I've run up and the same bike trail a million times, and I've been on the rings a million times. It kind of, you have to be able to mix it up. So for instance, we went ziplining yesterday. We went on this pretty arduous hike up these mountains and went ziplining all day. And just mixing it up, you got to do something different. You have to get out of the norm. You have to try something new. Just experience something you've never done. Get out of your comfort zone and say, I'm going to try kayaking, or I'm going to get a pair of rollerblades. Just go to an old sports store, or get on, look in your newspaper or on Craigslist and find some old sports equipment. Try hockey. Just try some different stuff that's fun, that's active, and don't make it I gotta go. Sometimes you go to the gym and it's you think about the concept of being at the gym, you look around at all these people and you think, what are we all doing? We're just walking around people and we're like picking up these things of weights and we're like moving them like this, and then we're setting them down and we're walking to these other machines and doing these things. It's like, I feel like I'm like in this room of zombies that are just like moving these objects around. Like, what's the point of that, you know? So get outside and like do stuff. Use your body to get athletic and do sports. And you know, summer's coming up. There's a lot of 5Ks. Make that kind of like your exercise. You know, sign up for a bunch of races that, you know, 3 5Ks, they're not very long, you know, a couple miles. You just do those. Those are fun. Those are cool events, and you can just kind of like use those as excuses of exercising, but really you're just going and doing these races. Next question. Edward vs. Jacob fan asks, Shay, what do you think of being a vegetarian? So far, I've been a vegetarian for 3 weeks now, and my body feels much better. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I mean, before, I've kind of like, it's been weird, honestly, since moving to California. I feel like, you know, I'm definitely much more of a hippie, as I would used to like refer to myself. Even my brother Casey was making fun of like, you people in California talk about food too much. It's like, just eat it, you know. You know, a vegetarian growing up in the house that I was from, a vegetarian is like, ooh, you're a vegetarian? Like, but now that I've kind of like read some books and experienced a little bit more of life, you know, a vegetarian lifestyle is very beneficial. I don't know if I would necessarily live it myself. I try to. I eat a lot less meat now than I did. I'm really kind of a big believer in, you know, your body only needs the stuff that Mother Nature provides, and meat you only need sparingly. Congrats on, you know, a vegetarian lifestyle. I try to eat as many fruits and vegetables and whole grains as I can. It's just science. If your body is 70% water, guess what fruits and vegetables are? 70% water. Does that seem like that matches? Yeah, duh. It's just like obvious. So the more fruits and vegetables you put in your body, the better you will feel and look, and the less weight you will have on you. That's the secret, is that there is no secret. It's all the common sense that you already know, like eat your fruits and vegetables and drink water and exercise. That's it. That's the secret to weight loss, is that there is no secret. Eat fruits and vegetables, drink water, exercise, and get sleep. And that's all you need to know. That is it. And you wonder, why is the weight loss industry a billion-dollar industry? The 7 sentences I just said to you is all you need to know to be a strong, healthy, thriving person in this world. I've told you the thing that you need to know, but that's the thing, is that people won't retain that information, or they won't do that information. They'll just be like, whatever, that's a cliche. I'm gonna read this other book that says I should eat meat 24 hours a day and then I'll lose weight. Let's try that one. Anyways, so that's the rant of Shay on vegetarianism and workouts and other things. Join us on the next video where we answer more of your questions.